of learners with a unique space to discover, nurture, and showcase their creative talents. What began as a modest initiative has blossomed into a national movement that celebrates theater, film, dance, spoken word, poetry, mime, and others, firmly anchoring Kenya's cultural identity while embracing innovation and modernity. We actually saw the mosaic of our nation on stage today. This year's theme, Bold Storytellers, Digital Spaces, Driving Kenya's Development Through Theatre and Film, reflects our collective aspiration to harness the power of digital technology in telling stories. Our learners are not only performers, they are thinkers, innovators, and narrators of Kenya's journey. Through their creative expression, they address issues of governance, inclusion, national cohesion, and sustainable development, demonstrating that the arts are a vital pillar of nation building. Your Excellency, the festival remains a critical pillar in the implementation of the competency-based education framework. It provides a practical which learners develop core competencies such as creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. Moreover, it directly supports the arts and sports science pathway, ensuring that the talent is identified, nurtured, and developed into viable careers within Kenya's growing creative economy. Allow me to commend Your Excellency for your previous pronouncements on the promotions of teachers. More than 450 teachers were promoted, and we thank you. And these were mainly those who excel in co-curricular activities. This recognition has greatly motivated educators across the country who dedicate their time, talent, and passion to mentoring learners beyond the classroom. In the same vein, we extend our sincere appreciation to the Teacher Service Commission through their CEO, Evelyn Mitei, who apparently was my student in the university, for actualizing this vision through the promotion of teachers who have demonstrated excellence in co-curricular activities. This is a significant milestone that affirms the value of holistic education and the indispensable role of teachers in talent development. Your Excellency, as we continue to make progress in this journey, and in response to this year's theme on digital stages, we humbly wish to present a forward-looking proposal. We respectively request Your Excellency support in the establishment of regional centers for performing arts, equipped with modern digital stages across the country. These centers would serve as hubs where learners from every region can develop, refine, and showcase their talents before advancing to the national stage. Such infrastructure will significantly enhance the digitization of the festival, enabling high-quality recording, live streaming, and archiving of performances. This will open up opportunities for the monetization of talent through digital platforms, expanding the reach of our learners beyond physical audiences and positioning Kenya as a leader in creative digital economy. Furthermore, these centers will provide continuous access to professional facilities, mentorship, and innovation spaces, thereby strengthening the competency-based education pathways in arts and sports sciences, while ensuring equity and inclusivity for learners across all regions. Your Excellency, we are also mindful of the financial challenges that continue to affect the sustainability of co-curricular programs. In recent times, funding for these activities has faced constraints following budgetary constraints and reductions from the National Treasury. Consequently, the festival and other co-curricular engagements have largely relied on sports fund, whose disbursements have not always been consistent or adequate to meet the growing demands. It is in this regard that we humbly request you, Your Excellency, support in advocating for a dedicated and direct funding stream from the National Treasury, specifically for co-curricular activities. Predictable and adequate funding will ensure timely planning, equitable participation, and the maintenance of high standards across all levels of competition. Steady funding will yield immense benefits for our learners. It will enhance access and inclusivity, strengthen the competency-based framework, and support structured pathways. Most importantly, it will empower learners to transform their talents into sustainable livelihoods, contributing to job creation and the growth of Kenya's creative and cultural industries. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture to express our profound appreciation to all our partners who have supported the festival in various capacities. Your Excellency, with the indulgence, can I ask them just to stand for recognition? All our partners. All our partners, please. Thank you very much. Your contributions, financial, technical, and professional, have been instrumental in successful delivery of this year's program. We particularly wish to acknowledge and appreciate the presence and support of the Chief Executive Officers and representatives from Equity, KICD, the Communications Authority, KCB, EACC, HELB, COOPS, CASNEB, Coca-Cola, and Indomie. I've used the abbreviations just like our friends in South Africa like doing it to save on time. And all other partners present. Your continued collaboration affirms the shared national commitment to nurturing talent and investing in the future of our young people. Your Excellency, I would like to highlight the successful conference that was held along the festival. This important forum was supported by Tunga Africa and the Kenya Actors Guild, who brought for us professionals to train our teachers and learners as a way of injecting professionalism that would then lead to monetization of their products. The conference brought together performing arts scholars, practitioners, and industry experts who engage directly with our learners. These interactions provided a platform for dialogue on the competency-based education framework, particularly in relation to the arts and sports pathways. Learners had the unique opportunity to gain insights, mentorship, and exposure to emerging trends in the creative sector, thereby bridging the gap between education, training, and industry practice. Your Excellency, allow me also to briefly speak to the selections of teams that are privileged to perform at this state concert today. The competition at this year's festival was exceptionally high, bringing together learners from early childhood development, primary, secondary, colleges, and universities. In selecting performances for this prestigious occasion, careful consideration was given to ensure regional balance, diversity of genres, and overall excellence. It is important to note that while the Gala Festival rightly belongs to the winners, the state concert reflects a broader national showcase, one that celebrates inclusivity and represents the richness of talent from across all regions of our country. We therefore deeply appreciate all learners who made it to the Gala Festival, and we extend special congratulations to those who have been selected to perform before you this afternoon. Your Excellency, your presence here is a testament not only to your talent, but also to your discipline, creativity, and commitment to excellence. As I move towards my conclusion, Your Excellency, we also respectively appeal for continued support in the recognition and promotion of festival organizers and coordinators whose tireless efforts ensure the success of these national programs. Their contribution is invaluable in shaping the future of our learners and sustaining the excellence of the festival. As I conclude, I wish to reaffirm our collective commitment to nurturing the talents of our young people and to positioning the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival as a cornerstone of education, culture, and national development. Before I conclude, Your Excellency, I want you to allow me to ask the adjudicators to stand for recognition. Adjudicators. So these are the adjudicators. Thank you. On the same tone, I would want to take this opportunity also to ask the members of the executive committee to also stand up for recognition. So these are the people who organized this festival. And I want to give special mention to our executive secretary, Janet Langat, to our head of directorate of field coordination and co-curriculum activity, Mr. Nelson Mabele Sifuna, and to our Director General, Dr. Elias Abdi. I would also want to take this opportunity to recognize all the vice chancellors of our national universities who are here, if they can also stand for recognition. And a special mention to Professor Engineer Mushiri of Dedan Kimathi University, who hosted the university festival. I also want to mention the principal of Kagumo Teachers College. She said that we just call her Mama Irene. Thank you, Mama. And finally, I want to recognize the chief principal of Nyeri National Polytechnic, who hosted the TVET festival. So allow me to express once again our deepest gratitude to Your Excellency for hosting this state concert and for your steadfast support of the arts and education sector. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you. One more clap for Chair. Thank you very much, sir. Allow me, Your Excellency, at this point to invite the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, to make his remarks and in turn invite His Excellency the President. Why don't we welcome him with a warm clap, please? Karibu sana, Waziri.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Your Excellency, the Governor of Bungoma, Governor Lusaka, the Chairman of the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival and the Executive Committee, the teachers, the parents, our young, talented, and budding thespians here present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Excellency, we are deeply honored and privileged to be your guests here today for the state concert of the 64th Kenya National Drama and Film Festival. We are most grateful that you found time out of your very busy schedule to attend this event. Your presence here today continues the pattern of your steadfast support and visionary leadership in the transformation of our education sector into an inclusive and future-oriented system. Your Excellency, the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival is an opportunity for the reflection of our past, present, and future, just as it is an assessment of their talent that has been shown here today. It affirms that learning is not confined to textbooks and assessments, but extends to creativity, expression, innovation, and critical engagement with society. Indeed, this platform exemplifies the aspirations of the competency-based education, which seeks to nurture well-rounded learners equipped with practical skills, values, and competencies necessary for the 21st century. Through drama and film, our learners develop communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking, competencies that are indispensable in a rapidly changing world. It is indeed befitting that one of the pathways under the competency-based education system at senior school is the arts and sports science. Your Excellency, the creative arts, particularly drama and film, play a critical role. They provide a platform for raising awareness, shaping attitudes, and inspiring action on contemporary issues such as environmental conservation, social justice, and national cohesion. This festival is not only a celebration of talent, but also a reflection of the immense opportunities that are within the creative economy. The intersection of education, creativity, and technology presents new pathways for the employment, entrepreneurship, and national growth. This is why, Your Excellency, I wish to take this opportunity to call upon our partners, sponsors, and stakeholders to deepen and strengthen support in investing in the talent development and creative industries, supporting digital innovation and content creation, and sustaining linkages between education and industry. Your Excellency, as I conclude, may I thank the various institutions, both public and private, that have generously supported this festival. Together, you have made this festival the success it has been. May I also express our appreciation to the chair of this festival and your team, and to our educators and organizers for making it a success. And to our learners, you are the embodiment of Kenya's promise. Your creativity, your confidence, and courage inspires us all. I congratulate you for all your outstanding achievements, effort, and excellence. Continue to dream, continue to create, and continue to lead. It is now my distinct honor, ladies and gentlemen, as we stand, to welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya to deliver his remarks. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. Kwanza wacha nichukue nafasi hii niwakaribishe ninyi nyote, watoto wetu, wanafunzi kutoka sehemu mbalimbali. Karibuni sana katika sherehe hii ya muhimu. Distinguished participants, leaders present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Hamjambo. For the past 12 days, culminating in this state concert, we have witnessed an extraordinary display of talent, imagination, and creativity, an inspiring celebration of culture that reflects the very soul, spirit, and limitless potential of our nation at its best. As you know, storytelling has always been and continues to be the heart of our cultural vibrancy. From the rich oral narratives shared by our ancestors to the performances we see today on our stages and across our screens, stories have defined who we are. They have carried our values from one generation to the next, preserved our heritage, and bound us together as a people, strengthening the fabric of our society. Today, a new generation is carrying this tradition forward by embracing both creativity and technology to protect our cultural vitality and project it to the world. But even more critically, across the world, the creative industry, including drama, music, and film, is taking on a new and far more powerful meaning. It is no longer just space for artistic expression or entertainment. It has become a formidable source of income and economic activity. With the rapid advancement of digital technologies, including artificial intelligence, every individual with access to a phone and the internet has the world at their stage. From wherever they are, they can create, share their work globally, build influence, and earn a living from their creativity. That is the reality in which we operate today. Creativity is no longer just a hobby, as it may have been in the past. It's now one of the fastest growing sectors of the global economy. By some estimates, the creative economy is today valued at over US dollars 250 billion, with projections that it could exceed 65 trillion Kenya shillings by 2030. Across the world, more than 200 million creators are producing content, with platforms such as YouTube hosting tens of millions. Millions of others, including many here in Kenya, are actively using platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, not only to create and share content, but also to earn a living from their creativity. This is a tremendous opportunity that young people must be prepared to seize. It is not enough to simply recognize it. We must equip ourselves and step forward with confidence, as I have seen in young people like Talasha here, and ambition to fully realize its potential. As government, we have recognized that drama and film are not merely co-curricular activities. They are integral to holistic development, equipping Kenya's youth with the skills, creativity, and confidence needed to thrive in the opportunities and challenges of the 21st century. I agree with those who said, without this, kingeumana. Our commitment to the competence-based education and training system reinforces this vision. By recognizing multiple capabilities and nurturing diverse talents, we are equipping learners with critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and problem-solving skills. Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst here, to demonstrate the power and the influence and the business aspects and acumen and opportunities that art present, President Emmanuel Macron and I will be hosting the world's best artists here in Nairobi on 11th and 12th next year. In fact, the company that has been assigned to mobilize artists from around the globe, Trace, I'm told the CEO is in our midst. If the CEO is here, right there. The CEO of Trace is in our midst, and our good friend Ted. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Welcome to Nairobi. and we are looking forward to a wonderful concert at the close of the French Africa Summit that will be hosted here, that I will be hosting on the 11th and 12th of next month, with participation from all countries in our continent, including France. Today, we are taking the drama and film festival into the digital era. Summer Play is not just another online platform. It is where talent meets opportunity, where creativity is not only showcased, but also monetized. It will market the incredible work emerging from this festival and connect schools and the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development directly to the creative economy. This year, we piloted at the national level, and the results have been very encouraging. Next year, we will roll it out to the regional levels and thereafter to the grassroots. Beyond this, the same model will be extended to sports and the annual Kenya Science and Engineering Fair, ensuring that every talent has a platform to grow. To ensure that those in the creative economy earn their rightful returns, we have also taken a major step by migrating the collection and distribution of music royalties onto e-Citizen. This is a bold and transformative reform. For too long, royalty collection has lacked transparency, and that is a statement of fact. In one instance, for example, a collective management organization collected 109 million Kenya shillings on behalf of artists, but distributed only 13 million. This means that the rightful beneficiaries, the artists, only received 12%, while the cartels, the middlemen, the brokers, and everybody in between took the rest. That is not only unfair, but it is also unjust. Today, we are correcting that, making sure that collection of royalties happens on a transparent platform so that it is possible to know how much money has been collected. And it is open to everybody. And it is also possible to know how it has been distributed between all the stakeholders. And it is my position that the rightful owners of royalties are the artists, not the people collecting, not all the other people. They should just earn a small percentage. The rest of the money should go to the people who actually take time, spend many hours to make sure that they perform well. Today also, we have put in place a transparent and accountable system to end this exploitation. We are proud to have corrected this imbalance in favor of our artists. Their hard work will no longer be taken advantage of by other people. I'm also pleased to announce that the Public Service Commission has approved the staff structure for the State Department of Creative Economy. Soon, we will be bringing in your talent and expertise into government service to help drive this vision forward. We will be looking out for artists, people with the expertise, people with the knowledge, people who are in the mix of things, to work on the side of government to make sure that the creative industry receives correct, adequate government attention. The Creative Economy Bill 2026, now before Parliament, will anchor the sector establish a fund to support creatives, expand access to financing, and create institutions to professionalize the industry. It will also enable government to invest in large-scale productions because telling our own stories at scale is no longer optional. It is an imperative and a necessity. Next month, I will join our creators as they walk the red carpet at the Kalasha Awards, an occasion that celebrates the very best of Kenyan film and storytelling. I'm looking forward to that occasion. I can't wait. In recognition of the immense talent we have witnessed here today, I have directed the Kenya Film Commission to introduce at the Kalasha Awards a dedicated category for student films, particularly those emerging from festivals such as this, so that our young storytellers can be seen. You know, do you remember Riziki here with the gari? Mnakumbuka hapa Riziki? Yes. So that we can celebrate younger artists like Riziki and others, and also inspire them to even aim higher. Equally, Kalasha Awards should extend this recognition to our digital content creators who are shaping the future of storytelling in our country. Our young creatives deserve recognition at every stage, including the biggest stages we have. Distinguished participants, the government recognizes that storytelling is today the most powerful form of communication. That is why I have directed the Ministry of ICT through the Government Advertising Agency to work more closely with content creators. To reinforce this effort, I have told the Chair and Executive Committee of this festival to collaborate with my office in exploring ways to attract more government-themed sponsorship so that these platforms can be better supported and more effectively utilized to communicate with Kenyans. While traditional advertising remains relevant, we must adapt and communicate in ways that are authentic, relatable, and impactful. We have spoken for long about allocating 30% of government advertising to creatives. This year, I expect measurable progress. I've directed that monthly reports be submitted and that this commitment be integrated into performance contracting. If we are willing to invest heavily in advertising, then we must do so on platforms that shape minds and culture. We must channel resources into drama and music festivals, and even into branding spaces within our school systems where young people learn, engage, and influence one another. I agree with the chair of this great event that there is need for greater predictability in funding this major event. I am informed that from the grassroots, the people who have participated in the initials, all the way at the grassroots, around 4 million young people have been involved. And at the national event, the one that is culminating today, about 20,000. That is big. And because we have now finally agreed on the 3 pathways under the competence-based education, this is no longer a co-curricular activity. This has to be mainstreamed into government budgeting. I know we have friends and partners who have worked with us, who have supported this event all along. And I want to, on behalf of the children of Kenya and government of Kenya, to appreciate the partners that have supported this festival. But I want now to transition that this now becomes a budgetary item in the Ministry of Education to make sure that there is predictable funding and to make sure that this, having been mainstreamed into the competence-based education as a learning pathway, that the adequate resources be funded and be found and be included in the budgeting process. These festivals are living classrooms of creativity, bringing together some of the most gifted young scripters, performers, and storytellers. However, there has been growing tension on how to integrate independent creatives into the system. You remember those people called Mamluki? The people who are good creatives, but they are not necessarily in the school system because either they are products of what we see here today, but they are neither teachers or in the school system. I want to ask that these good people should not be excluded. Rather, they should be mainstreamed. They should be mainstreamed within festival cycles because they are not teachers and are not registered by the Teachers Service Commission, and sometimes they have operated in very unclear spaces. While this raises legitimate concerns about standards and student welfare, it is equally true that they have significantly enriched this festival in many ways. These creatives, in many ways, are the very product of this festival. They have elevated performances, sharpened scripts, and transformed this platform into a vital seasonal source of employment for many young talents. It would be inconsistent for this festival to invest in training, nurturing, and developing this talent only to leave it without a clear pathway for growth and inclusion. Therefore, though the challenge before us is not whether to include them, but how to do so responsibly, we must strike a balance that protects students, upholds standards, and creates pathways for employment and growth. I therefore call upon KICD, the Kenya Cultural Center, the festival executive committees, and relevant ministries to develop clear guidelines for vetting, upgrading, and engaging these talents. Let us build a system that is both safe and enabling, one that recognizes talent, nurtures it, and gives it legitimate space to operate and to contribute to our collective success. So, hawa mamluki mtawatafuta, lakini muwapange vizuri so that we can also include their contribution, bring on board their expertise and talent, but in a way that is organized and in a way that is predictable and that maintains standards and also keeps our students and children safe. I know that this is a very robust space in music and art and drama and film, and that is how it should be. Looking at the scripts here, watching what we have seen, the performances here, they are in many ways world class. Certainly, they are better than Afro cinema. Certainly. And I think we can take this to the next level. We are a world-beating sports nation in terms of many sports. I believe that we have the capacity also to be a world-beating artistic nation. I think we have that capacity. And therefore, our men and women, children, performers in that space, with the proper architecture we are putting in place, will go places. As I have said, we continue to harmonize this space. I'm very proud of the steps that we have taken. I am equally proud of the clarity that we have brought. I know 3 years ago, we had a good measure of confusion. Parents weren't sure, teachers weren't clear, students were in a space that was not predictable. And I want to thank all the stakeholders, including the Presidential Working Party, that worked on this curriculum so that we can bring clarity to the competence-based, what was then competence-based curriculum. And we have worked on it, worked with all the stakeholders. I must thank parents and teachers and all the other stakeholders that came through so that we can, with clarity, implement an education system that doesn't create failures out of our children, but gives every child a chance and recognizes the different talents and the different capabilities of our children. Today, our children in STEM have a great opportunity, and we continue to improve on that space. I've just created a State Department for Science, Innovation, Technology to continue to build the capacity of our children in that space, in the sciences and the mathematics and that space. But equally, we have now a clear pathway for our children in arts and sports. Again, that will receive government support. We are building infrastructure to support the sports and science space. We are building stadia. We are building theaters. We've just concluded a program with Kenya Railways and a big company that we signed here last week that is going to have a big performance stage right here in Nairobi as we do it across the country. So the clarity with which our education system now has on sciences, on languages and business, and now on arts and sports gives a fair chance to every child in Kenya to pursue their talents, to pursue what they are capable of doing without being restricted and forced into pathways that they may not be good for. So I'm very happy with the clarity that we have. We will continue to invest in making sure that we build the necessary infrastructure. Over the last 3 years, recognizing that it is important for us to invest in our education, because any resources we put in the education of our children is not a cost to us. It is an investment that we are making, because that is where the future of our country is, and we are investing in the single most important resource we have as a country, our human capital. As has been said here, I did make a commitment that we are going to recognize teachers, trainers in this space, both in music and in the whole art space, including drama, and give them the necessary recognition and promote them. As has been said here, we have promoted 450 at one instance, another 400, I think now 800 and something just in this space, but promoted close to 100,000 teachers in the last 3 years to give recognition to our teachers, apart from employing more teachers. We have employed close to 100,000 teachers now. By the end of this year, we will employ another 20,000 teachers. We have also built 23,000 classrooms, and we have worked with the vice chancellors here. I have had many meetings with them on making sure that we have a funding model for our universities and our TVETs that is based on merit and based on need. And that has changed completely the funding to our universities, and the challenges that we had, serious challenges that we had in our universities are now slowly, we are finding solutions for them. And that is why I want to tell all stakeholders in this space, including our religious leaders, that what we have done in the last 3 years in the education sector, from hiring additional teachers, building additional classrooms, developing a funding model that is responsive, merit-based, and needs-based, is something that we should celebrate and build on, even as we seek for greater improvement in this space. And I have made a commitment to our children and to parents that we will continue to invest in this space, because education, as we all know, is the equalizer that makes all our children, irrespective of their background, financial, religious, societal, the same. Our children become the same. Let me also confirm to this audience, I know our children are on break from school. As we did last year, we made sure that money meant for capitation arrives in school before our children arrive in school. We did it in January. The Minister for Education is here. He already has 23 billion shillings with him to transmit to all our schools by next week, so that a week ahead of time, the money will be in school before our children report back for second term. That is how committed, that's how serious, and that's how we're going to do it going into the future. I know in the past, our kids went to school and waited for capitation for weeks and months, but we are changing that because we want to make it easy for our teachers to make sure that they have the resources to teach our children. And we will continue to work together in this space. I am very, very proud of this event. When I told my good friend, this small girl, Talasha there, when I told her that I am looking forward to enjoy a play, I did really enjoy the play. Ilikuwa ni gari ya nini? Ya kucheza, sio? Hiyo gari ambayo shule ya Diligent Wheels School. I want to say congratulations, Diligent Wheels Schools. You did a wonderful job. I mean, sitting there, I saw the thread, you know, that you have built into that play, from a broken car, you know, to the power of agreement and the power of unity that not only fixes the broken car, but also brings people together, brings new ideas, and even makes a better car than the one that was broken. I think that script could not have spoken to us as Kenyans as powerfully as any statement could or any speech could. That indeed it is possible for us to transition from what the script taught us. Let's forget about the finger pointing. You know, this one was trying to blame the other. I don't know who caused it. And Riziki was right there in the middle. You know, some young man was being blamed, another group was being blamed, and you know, the culture of blame game, you know, trying to finger point, blame others, but transitioning that in a very powerful way into problem solving, into a solution. That it is possible for us, instead of finger pointing, instead of blaming each other, it is possible working together, the power of agreement and unity, that we can forge and fix not just what is broken, but we can do it even better and come up with a better outcome. It was spot on. It was spot on. And not to forget, it's called First Bet. Yes, your script was great. You know, about the dangers our kids face with drug abuse and the people who sometimes are responsible, and how the web, not only as wale Waswahili walisema, mtego wa panya wapata wale na wale wengine pia, si ndio? So it got the everybody, including the director and his children and wife and everybody. So I think that's a very powerful message that those involved in that space must know that the danger they are putting our children and our entire society to. So sitting here, I think very powerful speeches, very powerful messages, if I may say, have come through the scripts and the skits and the performances that we have witnessed here. Let me say this finally. Your contribution strengthens Kenya and Kenya's creative industry. It also inspires our young people and positions our nation as a global hub of talent and innovation. Thank you very much for coming. I think next time I see many of the kids, the younger ones. It's 2 p.m. and they haven't eaten anything. So I think maybe we'll have to create a small break somewhere in the middle for us to, for these younger ones to, or we make it shorter so that it doesn't take too long. But otherwise, I have enjoyed myself thoroughly. And I look forward to another occasion like this. But my very best wishes, mukirudi nyumbani, na watuma na salamu nyingi sana to your parents, to your teachers, to your schools, to every part of Kenya that you come from. Our very best wishes. God bless you and be safe. Asanteni sana.
Tumpongeze Rais, asante sana. Let us take our seats briefly. Your Excellency, today we'll also witness the launch of Summer Play. And Your Excellency, I'll request that you just remain on stage briefly as you will be the one officially launching Summer Play. Let's take our seats, please. And I'll call Faith Onyango shortly to come and explain what Summer Play is. But allow me to invite Ambassador Isaac Ochieng. He's the DG E-Citizen. David Kalia, Director ECS. Professor Ongondo, CEO KICD, and the CS Education to flank His Excellency as we launch this Summer Play. And as we do that, so I'll have two gentlemen on the right of His Excellency and two on the left of His Excellency to just have this summer play launched. And Your Excellency, what we require for you to do is just press enter. And there you go, the Kenya National Digital Platform. Another round of applause with that launch. Faith, kindly explain to us very briefly what this is.
Your Excellency, sir, Summer Play is a digital platform that will capture, distribute, and monetize the creative content we have seen right here on stage from the schools. It is now live on the eCitizen platform, one for accessibility, nationwide reach, and creativity. Summer Play will ensure that the content and talent we have seen from the students here, Your Excellency, sir, is preserved, rewarded, and monetized to build the economy of the schools. The money we generate, the revenue generated from these contents, Your Excellency, sir, will be channeled to the Ministry of Education through KICD. Then it will go back to the schools to help support the students who have this talent, sir. So we launched this today so that students and schools benefit directly from the creative arts. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you. Your Excellency, will request that we may now take our seats briefly. And lunch is going to be served very soon, I believe. So allow us to just have the award ceremony before we progress. And His Excellency is interacting with the platform, which is already live and on air. One more round of applause. Thank you very much. We can clear this kindly. So would like to now transition to the award ceremony. So let's take our seats. We have 17 awards that are going to be presented. And with your permission and utmost respect, Your Excellency, allow me to invite Her Excellency, the First Lady, to do the first 5 awards before we progress. Why don't we put our hands together as she is coming forward? And we'll do the awards in the following manner. We have a sponsor who has sponsored the trophy. We have the CEO who's going to be representing that particular organization and the awardees of the award. So the first one is KCB, and the award is Best Item on KCB. Best Item on KCB. Why don't we put our hands together as we have the MD, Anastasia, or maybe a representative. KCB, who's representing KCB? Professor Baraza. Just presented to Her Excellency, while we have the winner, which is Emusire Senior School. Makofi for Emusire Senior School, who are going to be receiving that KCB trophy right there. So yes, you can just pose for the photo. Another round of applause for them. Thank you very much. And you can take the trophy with you. The next trophy is the HELB trophy. And Geoffrey Monari is going to be representing HELB. And the award is Best Item on HELB, St. Augustine Mlolongo. Makofi kwa St. Augustine Mlolongo, who will receive that. St. Augustine Mlolongo. The next will be EACC. So let's have EACC represented by Abdi Mohammed. Best Item on EACC, and that is Laser. EACC. Laser Hill Senior School. Makofi ya Laser Hill. Let's have KU KUCCPS, Dr. Agnes Wahome. And this is won by Takaba Girls Senior School. Takaba Girls Senior School. And what they're winning is best item on KUCCPS. Makofi kwao tafadhali. The next award is CA, I believe that's Communications Authority. And what they're winning is best item on child online protection. And the winning school is Westlands Junior School. Makofi ya Westlands Junior School. Best item on child online protection. Definitely an area that has to be given a highlight. Wonderful. The next trophy is sponsored by CASNEB. We'll have Hamida representing CASNEB. And the winning school is MKU Thika. MKU Thika, and what they win is best item in university category. Best item in university category. Tuwapigie makofi. The next trophy is KRA. And what they're going to be winning is best item on Itisha Risiti Corporate University. And let's also have a student or two from Corporate University to be part of those who are receiving the trophy. So KRA, this is best item on Itisha Risiti, and the winning school is Cooperative University. Do we have a student from Cooperative? All right, just you can progress. The next one is KICD. So let's have students from Arab Moi Junior School, 1 or 2, to be making their way for the next one. Not for this one, but for the next one. All right, we can take the photo. Thank you. We may exit. The next one is KICD. And Professor C. Ongondo is the one who's going to represent the organization. And the winning school for best item on CBE is Arab Moi Junior School. Arab Moi Junior School. Mwalimu tupande stage na pia wanafunzi wawili waje kutoka Arab Moi Junior School waweze kupokea zawadi yao. Next one is MOE, Ministry of Education. And let's have a student from Overcoming Faith Western. So the next one is Ministry of Education, DG Elias Abdi, who will present the trophy to Her Excellency to present it to the winning signing game preschool, which is Overcoming Faith Western. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali, mwalimu wa Overcoming Faith. All right, let's have there we have 2 students. Tuwapige makofi pia. Looking wonderful. For this last trophy that will be presented by Her Excellency, then we'll respectfully request that His Excellency join us to present. Just take the photo. Let's just have the photo taken. We have the students and they are the winners for today. Makofi kwao tafadhali. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They can exit. Thank you, Your Excellency. Let's give a round of applause for Her Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, for assisting us with that. And we'll now respectfully request His Excellency, the President, to come and award the remaining awards. All right. Makofi ya Rais akija. And we may take our seats. Let's have Equity. The next trophy is sponsored by Equity. Overall winning institution, Kenya National Drama and Film Festival Institution 2026, Arab Moi Junior School. All right. Then the next is PSC, Public Service Commission. Francis Major, if you're in, please present the trophy to His Excellency. Winning Region Primary School. Winning Region Primary School. Nairobi Region are the winners. And if we can have students, please let's have students to also participate in receiving the trophy. Then we have PSC again, have given another trophy, Winning Region Junior School. The first one was Winning Primary School. This is Winning Region Junior School. Western Region are the winners. Western Region. The next award also from PSC is Winning Region Senior School. Winning Region Senior School, and that has been won by Central Region. Makofi kwa Central Region. Another trophy by PSC, Public Service Commission, Winning Region Teachers College. And the winners are Western Region. Makofi kwa Western Region. Hiyo ni Central, alafu where are we now? We have two more. So this is the next is also by PSC, Winning Region Technical Institute. And this has been won by Rift Valley Region. Makofi kwa Rift Valley. And the last one is going to be Winning Region Universities, which has been won by Eastern Central Region. And that brings us to the end of the award ceremony. Your Excellency, we will now have the photo session. So I request that we have the chairs to be brought kindly, and then we are going to have the photos done. And allow me to now invite the following. Governor to kindly come on stage. Let's have, not on stage, but to occupy their chairs. Governor, let's have the CS, PS, chair to, let me just direct. PS, if you can come on this side, please. And CS. PS. Waziri. Then on the other side, we have Governor Dennis Itumbi sitting next to Governor. Then the Executive Secretary, Janet Langat. Then we shall quickly roll in the schools in the order that I will call. And we'll just use the stage